looks like Becky Lynch may be retired, as she took to Instagram the other day when her A&E biography premiered and said in a caption that, quote, I'm going to read it out, "It's been a hell of a career. Being the man for all of you was an honor. Being the mom for her is a privilege. Thanks for watching my bio on A&E." And then she obviously shared a photo of herself and her child. Seems like we have entered like a new phase for forget Becky Lynch, but like Rebecca Quinn, the person, and I think like it's just one of those things. Like I would not expect to see her on TV anytime soon. But
Nope.
what do you have to say to this? Like a lot of people are saying that she is retired, but like a lot of people are saying she's at least stepping away. What's your reaction to
Um,
this?
she might actually be stepping away, but if she retired, like, what's the big deal? What else could she do? What she's done she's pretty much done everything. The only thing she hasn't done, well, is she did it in her earlier careers, is win like titles and other promotions. But like, what has she done? She helped change the landscape of women's wrestling in WWE completely. Like she was part of the new wave of women's wrestlers that helped set the tone in women's wrestling now, and not just in WWE in general. Like she's a pioneer. She what she headlined WrestleMania and won, was one of the first time that's ever happened and won. Like, come on, like, I mean, like if she spent time with her daughter, I mean, yeah, I understand why. I mean, it would. I mean, it would be a blow to the heart because who doesn't love Becky? But she deserves it. She deserves time with her daughter. She deserves time off. She deserves it and live the life that she's made for us. So,
I think we're gonna look back in like 20 years, and there's going to be like a new appreciation for Becky. Like she's got like a she's weirdly got like a lot of haters right now,
she
and it's
does,
like
and it's
not
really
even because she's done anything. People are just like, oh, she don't got it, but like it's just a lot of disingenuous BS in my view. And I think part of it is like people just want to be contrarians in the moment.
yeah, of
That
course,
is it's true. But I think 20 years from now, people are gonna look back at Becky Lynch, and the one word that's gonna describe her is outside of like the man, but like outside of that, it's like game changer. She changed the freaking game when it comes to
it,
women's wrestling, and like she was not the only one. Like let's not like obviously credit deserved to countless different women through over the years. But without her, we don't get that first ever WrestleMania main event headlined by women. And that was back when WrestleMania was one night. So there's one
yep,
main event spot. We don't get that without Becky Lynch being who she was in that moment. She was able to kickstart, or not even like kickstart the revolution, but like ignite the revolution and bring it to a whole different level. And I think we eventually do get to like women main eventing mania for sure. I don't
absolutely,
think we get to it without Becky being the man in 2018, 2019. That character changed the trajectory of wrestling, period. It made her into an undeniable face of this generation. Forget gender. And the persona, the confidence, everything that we got, like, is historic. Like, I think she's going to be remembered as one of the most pivotal figures of wrestling figures of her generation, and that is, and I say that with like the most respect and everything. Like she is, people are gonna look back at her and be like, she might be on like my Mount Rushmore. Like that's the level of star that she was and is and obviously will be.
yep, I agree. Like she's definitely top five women's wrestler of all time, and
She's my
in
number one.
mine, I was about to say in mine is number one, but she's she has done so much, and like she can't do anymore. I mean, she's changed the game. She is the man for a reason. Like that. I will always remember her accidentally breaking her nose and covered in blood and sitting there.
You know what was so cool about that moment too? It was like up until that point, Ronda Rousey was like, this was like back when Ronda, like in her rookie year, when she was like, oh, the image she had was like
Right.
unbeatable, world beater, like monster, baddest woman on the planet. Becky Lynch, without hesitation, stood up to her and like wrecked her, like put her in the armbar,
Yeah.
like had her in a vulnerable position. That did not happen up until that point. You combine
Not,
that with like the confidence and like that moment, blood, how cool that was, like to watch live, like blood
oh, it
streaming
was.
down her nose and going like,
It's so crazy.
let's freaking go. It is,
And
that's
I
so
feel
good.
like we were cheated because we never really got to see them one on one.
I mean,
You know,
that's a Vince McMahon's
yeah,
done a lot of bad booking. Ooh,
that was one of the worst. That was one of the
it
worst.
was like, and don't get me wrong, I am not saying that Charlotte did not deserve a main event of Mania. I think she like totally deserved it. The match should have been Becky versus Ronda though. That's the match
Absolutely
everyone wants, and like unfortunately, we're never gonna get that. It
no,
seems.
no. I mean, Ronda's gone, and so and Becky's probably not coming back. So I mean, it's unfair, but like you said, I think everybody in that match deserved their own moment. That should have been Ronda and Becky's moment. Charlotte would have got hers right after that. We all know that. But it was just one of those things. Like, and that started the Becky two belts.
Yeah, man. I mean, God, so cool to look back at that era. I mean, personally, I think she'll be back at some point. Might be a year, might be 2 years. I don't think she's ever gonna be back like 52 weeks a year anywhere.
No, 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 no.
If she did come back to wrestling and it was not in WWE, I would be very surprised.
Yeah, if she comes back, it's definitely WWE.
It would be wild though. Like it would insane if she went to AEW.
At this point, yeah, absolutely.
Insane.
Crazy,
No
man.
one would be the happiest person in the world would be Tony Khan. He would be like, "Oh yay, look, another great wrestler, like Becky, all the
Yay!
money, all the money. Come on, let's go, baby. We gonna ride to the moon. Woo-hoo."
I do have an interesting question for you, though.
Go for it.
When is Tiffy time?
Where's who?
Tiffy time. What's Tiffany Stratton? When is Tiffy time?
When
When are we
is
going to
Tiffy
see?
time? That's a
When are we going to
question.
see a Tiffany Stratton title?
Hey, look, that's a question for another day.